everybody, Neil here from the Four Corners, and today we'll be taking a look at 71745, Lloyd's Jungle Chopper Bike, with 183 pieces. The basic context for this bike, from at least what we've seen from the trailer, is that there's supposed to be 3 of these in the show, and they guide the ninja throughout the jungle for a very brief period of time. The rest of the details should come out when the actual Island TV series releases on March 7th. This is our Rumble Keeper bad guy to fight against in the set. The only bummer here is that in the show they're all transparent and there's lightning pulsing through their veins. In the minifigure form, LEGO can't really do that yet, so they kind of had to indicate that through lightning printing. So the minifigure version of a Season 14 bad guy definitely doesn't look as good as the show, but it still looks really cool by itself. Let's take a look at that shield. That's really cool. You can literally see the scratches and everything on that. And then he has a white sphere right there, and then there's also some printing right here, more lightning detailing to emphasize that they're made out of lightning. Overall, he's a really cool figure, and you get a little bit of these as you buy all the sets. Next up we have Island Lloyd, who's looking very cool. I'm not a huge fan of his new weapon. I like the longer, more sharper old one. This one feels way too blunt and tiny, especially with the huge head that Lloyd has. This is all the hidden stuff you don't really see when you have all of this gear on him. He has some pretty cool printing on the back, all these hexagons right here, and then a little bit of a scared but kinda determined expression. And here's how the alternate expression looks when everything's on him. Finally, we have Nia, and I like her a lot for a number of reasons. First of all, her weapon is a really cool island weapon. It's double-sided, and she's also using a lot more blue than she usually does. LEGO's really capitalizing on that, and she looks a lot more better with less gunmetal and more light blue. I'm really happy that LEGO finally made a decision on making Nia's colors what they are today. That's the back print with all that armor taken off, and as for Nia's alternate face, it's something we've seen a lot before. It hasn't really changed ever since the Ninjago movie. But now that we're done with figures, let's go ahead and take a look at the main build, the Jungle Chopper Bike. The bike itself definitely stands out from the crowd when you're comparing it to other Ninjago bikes, and it actually has a lot more features than usual as well. So the main feature here is that you're able to get some suspension. That's a good amount of suspension, but a feature that not many people have pointed out is that there's actually a stand here. They kind of hint to that in the box art, but that's some pretty good thinking if it was intentional or unintentional. Either way, it's pretty useful because this bike isn't the best at standing up by itself. See, it just fell. It doesn't have flat wheels, it has round wheels. It takes a little bit to actually balance that, but with that stand, it makes that job a whole lot easier. Let's take a look at the cockpit. For the main cockpit, and I say main because there's actually another seating area, which we'll find out in a while. You lift this cage up, then you're able to stand Lloyd, and that's really convenient. It's better to stand figures because, you know, you can just quickly put him in and then make him drive. This bike is going permanently at 50 miles per hour, which is pretty fast, and that's a sticker. They did not use the printed console piece this time. There's a lot of stickers throughout this area. There's one here, one here, one here, and the same one on the other side. But it's only like $5 for a $20 set, so not too bad. Let's take a look at the second seating area. So if Lloyd needs some extra help, there's actually a stud right here, which I can put Nia on. And that is now a 2-seater, and that's how both of them look on the bike. That's pretty cool. And what I can do here is I can actually lift this out, and you can see that as a drone or a catamaran. For us Ninjago fans who are following the show, this is actually better as its own little catamaran, and you can combine that with the rest of the boats, with the rest of the sets, and it could be pretty fun. Also some gold stud shooters here, which provide as aesthetic and function. Oh, one more thing that they do include is this amulet. There's only one you can collect through the whole series. It's a purple one, and then Season 15 is probably gonna have another one, so it's a pretty cool piece. In the end, this is a really great $20 set. The only things that seem to fall apart is Nia's weapon. Every time you play with it a little bit, the blade tends to pop off, but that's not even that often. You get everything you need. You get a stand, you get suspension, you get an extra glider, you get a cool bad guy. So if I'm gonna rate this set, it's gonna be a 10 out of 10. That is all for this video reviewing the Jungle Chopper Bike. Thank you for watching, and as usual, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.